Netflix has unquestionably dominated this decade, and while we can enjoy some of our favorite movies on this streaming service, it has also churned out a plethora of new content for us to binge. From television shows to movies, your next favorite might just be a Netflix original. In case you're searching for your next binge but don't know which Netflix original films are the best, we've compiled a list. While we acknowledge there's a lot to choose from, hopefully, this will expedite your search. Here are the top 10 best Netflix originals to watch now, according to IMDb rating. Before we delve into the list, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more thrilling content. Number 10. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. A unique entry from the Coen brothers, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs is a Western anthology film comprising 6 separate stories. Each storyline takes place in the Old West and ranges from deliciously dark comedic narratives to surprisingly poignant drama. The centerpiece is of course the one featuring the titular character, Buster Scruggs, who is a cheerful singing cowboy clad in white and exceptional at shooting. As expected from the renowned directors, the movie has a remarkable visual style, as it's filled with gorgeous landscapes and fantastic attention to period detail. It tells some fascinating stories, which fans of the Western genre will appreciate. While the Ballad of Buster Scruggs segments are not all equally entertaining, the film is worth watching as a whole for its unconventional structure and creative take on a classic genre.
First time.
Number 9. The King. David Michôd's The King is a gripping Netflix original historical drama based on numerous plays from William Shakespeare's Henriette. Set in medieval England, the film follows young King Henry V as he deals with the complex challenges of leadership, including political intrigue and warfare, after unexpectedly ascending to the throne following the death of his brother. While Chalamet's portrayal of King Henry V is unsurprisingly impressive, it's overshadowed by the negative reception the film received due to glaring inaccuracies. Not only did it make significant changes to the source material, but it was also not faithful to historical reality. Fans who don't mind the historical details will likely still get some entertainment value from the performances and the epic dramas The King offers. But those who appreciate period pieces for their historical accuracy may want to steer clear, as The King tends to have numerous dramatic flourishes. Number 8. Tick Tick Boom. An uplifting musical masterpiece directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda, Tick Tick Boom is a poignant depiction of the story of a struggling artist. It follows Jonathan Larson, a gifted composer who questions his choices as he approaches his 30th birthday, as his busy and unfruitful career is inextricably linked with his strained relationships and anxieties. Tick Tick Boom soon delves into what it means to embrace passion at all costs, and what those costs can look like for artists. Full of heartfelt drama alongside spectacular portrayals of the grandeur that often comes with a life in the arts, the 2021 film is an incredible ode to artistic expression. Andrew Garfield shines as the flawed yet passionate Jonathan Larson, whose transformative arc can both move and inspire audiences.
Keep going, okay.
Number 7. The Two Popes. The Two Popes dramatizes a meeting between Pope Benedict XVI and Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, more well known now as Pope Francis. After the leak of documents revealing corruption by the Church, Pope Benedict summons Bergoglio to the Vatican to convince him not to resign in protest. The film is a two-hander revolving around the conversations between Benedict and Bergoglio. They discuss all the big topics: the Church's place in the 21st century, how best to serve God, and even Swedish pop sensation ABBA. Hopkins and Price bring out the best in each other. The former is both dour and mischievous, all twinkling eyes and sharp jokes, while Price is the reverse, lighthearted on the surface but with hidden depth. Director Fernando Meirelles, known for dramas like City of God and The Constant Gardener, brings the material to life with energetic camera work and an unorthodox soundtrack. The film radiates a sense of joy that can't help but be infectious.
Is 1.2 billion believers. Science!
Number 6. The Mitchells vs. the Machines. A fun and wacky animated movie, The Mitchells vs. the Machines is centered on the titular dysfunctional family, who are initially on a normal road trip as they take their daughter Katie to college. They find the entire ordeal awkward and have a challenging time bonding, and things get worse when the robot uprising interrupts their already complicated journey. Soon, only they can save the world from the evil AI known as PAL. With its distinctive visual style, painfully relatable and hilarious characters, and surprisingly absorbing plot, the Netflix film is the perfect pick for family movie night. Aside from being ridiculously fun, it also has a heartwarming message about the importance of family. It doesn't deliver this message with a heavy hand, relying instead on its quirky characters to exude its themes in good humor and fun.
Why would someone build that?
Number 5. Beasts of No Nation. Set against the backdrop of a violent civil war, Beasts of No Nation follows the life of child soldier Agu in a fictional African country. Agu is under the tutelage of the Commandant, a brutal warlord who seeks to use lost and hopeless children to secure his power. As he builds his group of guerrilla soldiers, more and more innocent lives are changed forever. Beasts is the third film by Cary Joji Fukunaga, who directed the James Bond film No Time to Die. This Fukunaga project bears strong similarities to the first season of HBO's True Detective, as Beasts of No Nation shares the show's visual flair and detached take on brutality. Idris Elba is mesmerizing as the fierce warlord who's willing to sacrifice whatever and whoever to get his way in the broken system. Number 4. Trial of the Chicago 7. The Trial of the Chicago 7 deals with the protests against the Vietnam War at the 1968 Democratic National Convention and the subsequent fallout. The protests descended into violent riots, and 7 protesters were tried for severe crimes. These trials became the focus of the nation, with many asking how much freedom is and should be extended towards protesters. The film's timing was appropriate, as 2020 was a year also riven by riots. Writer and director Aaron Sorkin updates the story for a modern audience with his trademark snappy dialogue. The Trial of the Chicago 7 is frequently hilarious, particularly the Cheech and Chong-esque bromance between Abby Hoffman portrayed by Sacha Baron Cohen and Jerry Rubin portrayed by Jeremy Strong. Eddie Redmayne, Mark Rylance, and Caitlin Fitzgerald also gave great performances. Number 3. All Quiet on the Western Front. Now among the best movies on Netflix, All Quiet on the Western Front is an unflinching German epic anti-war film based on Erich Maria Remarque's eponymous 1929 book. Directed by Edward Berger and set during World War I, the movie follows 17-year-old Paul Baumer as he and his friends enlist in the Imperial German Army. The soldier soon finds that war is not what propagandists said it would be. All Quiet on the Western Front is not for the faint of heart, as it's now considered among the best war movies ever made for a good reason. With massive set pieces, harrowing sequences, and a haunting score, it all comes together to create a worthy remake. It doesn't pull any punches and highlights the horrors and absurdity of war in a genuinely gut-wrenching way that will leave audiences with unimaginable dread by the time the credits roll. Number 2. The Irishman. No Netflix film was more anticipated than Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. It is an epic in so many ways, from the reunion of Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and Harvey Keitel to its 3.5-hour runtime, which only a streaming platform could accommodate. It also marked Scorsese's return to the gangster genre, with De Niro playing a real-life mobster who worked for Teamster boss Jimmy Hoffa. The Irishman can be uneven, and the de-aged De Niro is sometimes unsettling, but overall it succeeds as a kind of greatest hits and closing chapter of Scorsese's mob movies. Like Scorsese's best work, The Irishman raises questions about violence, morality, and identity and offers no easy answers. For fans who grew up with movies about the mafia, it offers a kind of mature closure with some great performances from everyone involved.
You want to be a part of this fight?
Marriage Story. Director Noah Baumbach has been making dialogue-driven critical darlings for decades. Unsurprisingly, one of the best Netflix movies of all time, Marriage Story elevates this formula to new heights. In large part, this is thanks to its stars. Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are brilliant as an actor and director going through a messy divorce. They practically sing Baumbach's dialogue as their characters navigate the complexities of divorce when they have a child, nosy relatives, and uncertainties and anxieties that are demanding to be felt. The film gives Driver, in particular, an opportunity to explore new emotional depths in his career as an actor, as he plays the tormented main character with believable desperation and heartache.
Settled will be somewhere between reasonable and crazy.
If you like a video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Just want to be happy in this life.